All right, half the headache's over. She starts. Don't worry about this. I know it's a bit dodgy, but well, why that's here anyway. That was actually a problem I was having, and I didn't know what was going on. And someone mentioned in my last video that they noticed that the coil pack wasn't earthed out on the car. Now I didn't know that, and that actually helped out heaps because I did this. I know it's dodgy, but it helped earth the car out, and now it starts fine. But I was coming across numerous problems. That was just one. Another one was an air problem. The spark plugs were destroyed. So I've actually switched over to iridium or platinum. I think it might have been platinum. But yeah, they seem to be firing over pretty well. These new leads, I got these because the old ones are pretty much from stock, and they were just falling apart with me pulling them in and putting them out and stuff. So these aren't going to be the ones I settle for. I do have some coming from Mace that will hopefully get me somewhere over here, and I can put this somewhere over here. But yeah, just with the fuel, I was having issues with cylinder 1, where cylinder 1 kept flooding, and it was because I missed out on that bolt there. I think the pressure of it was lifting the rail just a touch, and it was spraying on the wall and just flooding the cylinder instead of giving it that mist spray. So I got that sorted out. Another one was vacuum lines at the back. Man, this is where you wish you had small hands. I don't have small hands. So if you got small hands, this is gonna be easy for you. If you got big hands, good luck. But yeah, had to fix a bunch of vacuum lines back there, which I sorted out. Silicon pipes, if you're going to use them, I'm not going to use them as much as possible, but I used them here for the 90, and I actually only had this straight pipe going to there on the 90 silicon and to there, so all here wasn't braced, and every time I started it and it started to idle, it would just sort of suck in and then choke the engine. Oops, there's one of the straight pipes there. So it replaced that. Problem solved for there. And then another issue was down here as well. I had a 90 down there which I had to replace out with another solid one, as you can see. Yeah, so, and I'm going to change this one out too, because when I do start the car, it does sort of suck this in a little bit. But yeah, other than that, it was pretty much just minor things that I had to address. But yeah, like I said, it's starting and running fine now. It's just I want to give a little video just walking around, just so you can see exactly where I'm running with these pipes. If you want to do like either the same build or a different type of build, or maybe a different car or whatever, but just so you can see how I've sort of gone with the plumbing. That's going to be a straight pipe to about here. I'm going to pull this right across, drop it 60 mil or something, shorten this pipe, lower it just for bonnet height. This daggy shit. Yeah, pretty happy with it. Give you a little look under here again. I know it's not the prettiest thing, but it runs. I'm happy with it. Still a lot more work to go. I am gonna change this out. I might go to Bunnings and get some Perspex or something and just trace this and do a clear one. I think the clear one will look a lot cooler. But yeah, definitely happy with it. Just want to give you guys a look so you can see exactly what I've done. I did zip tie this to the fan frame. It doesn't affect the fan at all, and it's not really pulling on it. It's just to sort of clear that, and that's another reason why I want to extend this out a touch more, just to sort of bring that away from, I know it's clearing it, but it's still a little bit close for comfort. Oh, another thing is, when you actually lift the plate, this throttle here becomes very slack, and it causes the plate that opens and closes to be like very shut, like fully closed. So I had to play around with that a little bit. I had to tighten it up, not much, just had to take the slack out of the cable. The cable was like very there was like just a lot of slack in it, so tightened up, pulled the slack out of it, and yeah, just the small things. Took the fuel rail off about 3 times, pulled the spark plugs out about 6 times. But yeah, just covering the air, the fuel, the spark. I was having all 3 problems, and they're all fixed now. Now it's just like it starts and it idles, but as soon as I want to give it some throttle, I can sort of increase the rev slowly, but when I sort of try and like to sort of tap it, it wants to die. Not too sure why, but I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to tighten up the plumbing, get the bonnet down, and then I'll send it off to the tune shop. Someone in Adelaide, if anyone knows anyone in Adelaide, let me know. I can take it there. I don't know who I'm using yet. I go hunting next week for it. But most of the headache's done now. I'm pretty stoked with it. Hope this sort of helps you guys out on your sort of builds, whether you're doing the same thing or if you're having the same issues. But yeah, I had all 3 problems: air, spark and fuel. And thanks to you guys, I actually got it all sorted out, so appreciate it. I really do. I know it looks terrible, it does. But hey, does the job. It gets a smile on the dial, so give you another little shot around. I'm just doing this because there's no video out there that really runs through. They're only going for like 30 seconds or something like that, or a minute, or a startup.